Leonard is overjoyed to welcome the conquering heroes' return. I did it. Well, if it isn't the great hunter herself. I'm just a healer. As if you don't know, all four of the cardinal virtues laid low, all with your help. You're the talk of the stairs, Ʒ. When the night returned to Lakeland, we knew in our hearts the change was on the horizon, but never did I dare hope that you might help rid us of those terrible fiends. You've surpassed my wildest expectations. Aww, Ʒ. Not mine, Leonard. When I first laid eyes on her, I had an inkling that she was a hero we've been waiting to come along. Please stop. Ha! Easy to claim after the fact. If you'd indulge me, though, I would love to hear how it all played out. The hunting of the virtues, that is. Sure? Sure. Ʒ talketh. My word, there's so much more to it than I realized, and here I thought you only had to track down the bloody things. God, so the things you learned about the Warriors of Light, so many secrets and details lost over time. And for all their hard work and sacrifice, they somehow brought about the flood? Can't say I understand that at all, but it's a bloody tragedy, that is. We should gather the others and toast to their memories. Heroes of the Eld, brave and true, to be remembered forevermore. Cure! I'm doing the last role quest before I try to find Eden because I'm bad at maps. Now, I'll think you not to let your bleeding heart drive you to offer a fortnight's stock of spirits. Attend to your other customers and let me speak with the hero here and now. Oh my gosh, my hand is red from Hades. Whatever would I do without your good sense and wisdom? Very well, I'll leave you to entertain her, but don't think we won't be having that drink someday. Okay. I have drink right now. But the ending, that is, with the story of the true villain who towers above the virtues, a devil more deserving of death than any of the yet that lingers in this world. Wait. She's the one. Wait, it's her. Wait, she's the one that was around Suave and the others. Wait, it's her. But she had the helmet and the armor. It's her, isn't it? If your curiosity has been piqued, then meet with me. It's her. It's you. It's you. I know you. I know who you are. I know what you are. My gosh, she's the vampire. Where are we meeting her? Amara lunch? Wait, where are we? How do I get to the crystalline mean? Is it upstairs? How do I go there? Chotto, I'm dumb. I'm bad at maps, I told you. Why would you do this to me? The crystalline here. It's her though. It's her. She was the one lurking around. Wait, where's she? Wait, where'd she go? Huh? Upstairs? Dun, 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 dun. It's you. And this demon is undeniably deserving of death. My cruel mistake to cut them down would just be... Yeah, you. No need to grow impatient or offended. When you pass the judgment of this will, you first need to understand their part in everything. Who they were to the fallen warriors of light. It's you! Of course, right about now you must be wondering how I know. It's you, I know! Let me tell you, I am the one who brought together the Virtue Hunters. I am the one who marked you as a potential ally to them and bade you join them in their quest. I alone knew what had to be done and what sort of sinner would need to see this tale of tragedy and betrayal brought to an end. But come, we have many moms ahead of us, to Kalusia and the Kotcher's Crook. I will go on ahead and wait for you there. Sure. Story. More story. It's all story from here on out. At least I have water. My throat is still sore from Hades. My everything is sore from Hades. So hopefully story will give me a break. Where are we going? Over there? Hello. I'm here. None of this is going to be voice acted though, so my poor throat. Do you recognize this place? I thought you might. Here's where it began, where Artbird first met Tillamook. So young and lacking in experience, but possessed of so much potential. Heroes in the making. Even then, the keen eye could see. They would only fulfill that promise much later, though, after joining with their other dear companion, Brandon and Renda Ray. And one other, an elven woman, not half bad with a sword. But perhaps you're already asking the question, who? There were 5 warriors of light after all, but she would make 6. Indeed, after adding in Nilebert, there does seem to be one too many. But believe me when I say there was indeed a 6th adventurer lost to history, and her name was Salva. This is the role quest. This is not Eden. I was gonna do Eden first, but then I couldn't find it. And then I was like, okay, role quest first. Though I doubt I need to convince you of this truth. When you walked into Virtue's memory, you saw her time and time again, did you not? Then you saw the true villain, the traitor responsible for all their woes. Let us continue the story elsewhere, to Amarang and the Fields of Amber. Right, wasn't Eden in Amarang? Now I remember the name. The inn! Eden's around here, isn't it? I don't remember. The other one? Not Twine or the inn. Soup! Soup, right? Soup! Me suddenly remembering. Soup! More soup! More soup, more soup. You saw the true villain's face in your memory, and I told you her name in Kalusia. But what were her crimes, you ask? Hearken to my tale and you will learn. Zība had joined the others before they first met Nilebert. After the party of 5 came to this place, they took on a commission to slay a powerful beast that had taken up residence in the mines. Said beast was believed to be the instigator of ever terrible tremors, and so time was of essence. But during their hurried search, they crossed paths with their future companion, then a competitor aiming to usurp their prize. After another tremor triggered the beast, trapped them all on the ground, they had no choice but to work together to lay it low. But to their dismay, even after its death, the earth continued to shudder violently. As the adventurers looked to each other in confusion, Nalbert strode towards the beast's body and grabbed hold of a curious stone, a stone brimming with untold ether that he had sought out so that he might harness its potential to rescue a loved one lost to the rift. Space! But so powerful was the stone that it wrapped the flow of the life stream. Its very existence was a threat. And so, when faced with the choice between one life and countless others, Nilebert wept and shattered the stone. He had held his comrade's salvation in hand and cast it aside for the greater good. For his sacrifice he was judged a hero, and in that instance a warrior of light was born. In life, Nilebert was a pragmatic figure whose wisdom and sagacity were admired by all. Little wonder that in death he would retain his virtue. But as Nilebert mourned the friend he had forever lost, the betrayer Ssä Ʒ looked on in silent contentment, for they had taken the first step on their path towards becoming heroes brave and true. His sacrifice had sparked the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. What ritual, you may wonder? Fear not, all will become clear in time. Come with me to Ratika, the city of swamps. We must retrace the steps as they were taken to understand the depths of her treasury. I appreciate Zane for just listening to her and not just starting a fight with her instantly then and there, you know? Oh, I forget I have to take the actual way out here. And then we've been lahied. How am I doing? My hands are really sore from 2.5 or 3 hours of Hades. Ugh. So this is a much needed break of FF right now. Oh, this place is too familiar. This place too is familiar to you, know? From days recent and long since past. After the events in Amarang, Ardbert and his comrades grew in fame, spurring others to entreat their aid. The adventurers sought out greater and greater challenges, and in pursuit of another, they came to Ratika. While here, the hunter Rendaray learned that the notorious mark Balam Quits was near, and so, under the cover of darkness, she slipped away from the others to slay the beast by herself. Like Nilebert before, of course, you already know what her motive was. Balam Quits had robbed her of her fellow hunters. Only vengeance would redress the balance. Moreover, she would not dare risk the lives of her new comrades. So terrified was she of the mere possibility that she might have to relive that terrible day. And so, she faced Balam Quits alone, and would have surely died for it, had Ardbert and the others not arrived in time to help. Like Nilebert before, of course, you already know what happened next. For her love, her conviction, and her resolve was she chosen by Heidelin. And from that day forward, Rendaray swore never again to betray her comrades' trust, to share with them the triumphs and her tragedies, to relinquish the freedom she had once held in the highest. The bravest, most courageous hunter that ever was. That moment would define what she became in life and in death. Her sacrifice would hasten the transformation, 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. The portrayer Ssä looked on, yet more satisfied. They were oblivious to her machinations, unaware that they were dancing to her tune. Their journey continued, and so must ours, to Ilmeg and Lihegia. Darn it, got Lahid. Hecking Lahid me. Rude. Ikimasu. Ice. Hello. Good morning? Good morning to you. Ow, wet my hair. I went to brush my hair and got it caught in my fingers. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a good morning and wonderful, and make sure you drink and have food. My throat is kinda dead. My hands are very dead, but story time in FF must continue in this afternoon for me. Afternoon story time for Zane. Very good. As beautiful now as it was then. You saw it too, would you not agree? With the death of Balamquiz, the legend of Ardbert and his comrades had grown larger than ever. Thus emboldened, they came to the kingdom of Voibert. Voibert has long been troubled by what some had dubbed a magical plague, innocents found transformed into misshapen fiends that the kingdom's knights had no choice but to put down ere the contagion spread. Right, that was the tank guy. This guy. Brandon had once been such a knight. In his youth he served the princess Solia faithfully, only to be cast out for a single mistake. Thus did he take the road, where he met Ardbert and the others. Growing grown stronger and wiser and more respected, Brandon felt it was time to return and redeem himself, and with the aid of his comrades he did just that. Tadric, the court mage, was unmasked as the mastermind of Voibert's misery, and by disgraced knight's blade was he brought to justice. But with his dying breath, Tadric cursed the Princess Zeldia, sentencing her to a fate worse than death. At her behest did he raise up his blade, and for the sake of the kingdom, strike down his liege lady. With that single stroke, he forever changed, though nearly not in the way that was necessary. He stood at the precipice and almost forsook his compassion for unflinching judgment, but mercifully turned aside at the last. Thus did he find and embrace true justice, that which weighs law and heart together and strives for greater good. 'Tis a long, difficult road from which many stray, settling for simple moralities. But I would expect no less of a man who became Dikaiosin. Zane is very frowny. His sacrifice was strength in the transformation. 'Twas a fuel for the ritual to come. As her companions grew ever more powerful, so too did the betrayer Ssä. Bit by bit, they brought her closer to her goal. But it's not finished yet. To Kaluza they returned, and so must Zari. Tamra and the next chapter of our tale awaits. This is just using my Aetherite tickets to tell me a story. Please, my poor Aetherite tickets. Please. from Lahi to Laliha. Slowly but surely, the adventurers were fulfilling their potential. Words of their deed and voidboards spread like wildfire, and the legends grew ever larger. But for all their success, the fledgling heroes would be forced to endure more hardship and welcome more sacrifice. They pressed deeper into the depths of Ratika, towards ancient Ronka. 'Twas there the dwarf Lamit came to a crossroads, for in claiming the magic she desperately desired, she would be forced to renounce something equally precious. Dwarves are a reclusive lot, wont to withdraw from the outside world, that their many traditions might be preserved in isolation. When the stone light began to spread, they chose to lock away the afflicted and refused to seek outside help. But Lamit would not abide this. She vowed to save her ailing kin, her sisters among them, even if it meant violating dwarven law. With her newfound power, she returned and cured the sick, and for this, she was banished by the Council of Elders. This came as no surprise, for she had made her peace with it long before, when she stood in that ancient ruin and called upon forgetting guardians to grant her forbidden knowledge. She knew then what the price would be. She had weighed her traditions and identity against the lives of those she loved and made her choice, though it pained her terribly and in ways only a dwarf could understand, and Heidelin, it would seem. Through hardships and sacrifice was a new warrior of light forged, a healer that knew more than any the value of life, and would do anything to see it preserved, even in death. Her sacrifice would nearly complete the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. Very soon then, very soon. For Ardbert and his companions had stumbled upon evidence of the larger design, threads linking together the disparate troubles of the realm. A name spoken only in whispers, the Shadowkeeper, a singular force sowing chaos and discord throughout Nordvant to an unknown end. If the warriors of light truly wished to save their world, then they would need to confront this villain amongst villains. And at the end of their exhaustive search, at the end of their struggle, who do you think they found waiting to welcome them with open arms? The answer to that awaits us in Lakeland, our final destination. The villain yet walks amongst the Ʒ, unknown and unpunished. Go on ahead and wait for me at Laxon Loft. There are preparations to which I must first attend. I can't believe Ʒ is just letting her. I mean, I guess everyone deserves a chance to at least speak first, right? They have a flying tiger. Up there? Laxon Loft. Am I gonna be okay as astrologian? Yeah, but maybe I should summon my... Unless it's Judy. I'm gonna be able to summon my chocobo to help. Wee... Elven Knight. Huh. Hi, can I take a look at you? Oh. You're kinda scary. Oh! Are you okay? Okay. Okay, they're kinda scary. Oh, up? Oh, here? Sure. Waiting. Waiting. Pretty. Hi. Ooh, that's a really pretty sword. If only it was blue. Oh, never mind. We have headache. Headache time! Darn you, Silva. We were comrades in arms. Friends. That we were, and that we are. Everything I said, everything I felt. It was all true. You mean the world to me. You're the bloody Shadow Keeper. What in the hell was this for? For you. For every single one of you. To forge you into heroes worthy of her blessing, that she might choose you as her champions. A ruthless mage consumed by the pursuit of power to save his friend no matter the cost. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. A mournful hunter, scarred by tragedy, resolved never again to trust in others. By her sacrifice, a warrior born. A disgraced knight who yearned to steal his heart in justice's name. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. A troubled healer, torn between tradition and love. By her sacrifice, a warrior born. And their leader, an adventurer with heart overflowing with love for his dearest comrades, who must now bring his axe to bear against his own. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. I am the villain you seek, the keeper of shadows from a world shrouded in dark. By her struggle will this world be shattered and its soul saved. Shonen yelling that I will not try to replicate. And? I mean, I figured, but keep going. Saw it all, did you? I thought you might. Mother's gift has a knack for showing us exactly what we need to see, if not what we want to, or when. They knew me as Ssä Ʒ, but my real name, it doesn't matter. Like you, I am not of this world. I crossed the rift and came to the first. My home, the 13th, fell to dark in a calamity that mirrored the one which nearly claimed this world. I was one of the several heroes who failed to save it. Oh. In our despair, we heeded the words of the Asians who came upon us. Thus did I choose to come here, and, that I might redress the balance, hasten a rejoining of the worlds. A shard subsumed by the dark demands a mirror of blinding light. Primordial forces will strive to achieve equilibrium. But there was a solution, a single solution, I believed. Were a flood of light to consume this shard in its entirety, it would be of no use. The Asians made it clear it must be brought to the brink, but no further. The task was difficult, but the plan simple. Souls predisposed to light, legend heroes in the making. I would bring together Ardbert and his comrades and groom them for a higher purpose. I would play the part of comrade and guide their course, all the while laboring in secret to pit the stronger and stronger enemies against them, until finally, once they were the warriors of light, brave and true, I would reveal myself as the warrior of darkness and extinguish their radiance forever. Thus would the world be primed for a rejoining, and the source a calamity. The Asians who called themselves Mitron and Lagref were confident it would succeed, and indeed, Harper and the others rose to the occasion, and I knew, as I knew they would. It was not to be. I had misjudged Ardbert. His comrades before him had made their sacrifices in turn, and as their mirror I had grown stronger for it. Had he but embraced his role and struck me down, victory would have been mine. But Ardbert, dear Ardbert, who would not forsake his heart, in the end, he chose mercy, he chose love, and I was undone. The rest you know. He sat on Mitron and Logarith and granted them what he refused me. They accomplished everything they set out to achieve, and then the flood came and washed it away. In the wake of my betrayal, I would look on from the shadows and reflect on my many sins as all fell to ruin, denied death then and now, and perhaps ever after, as a fragment of my essence endures. But then, one day years later, my fallen comrades rose again as the cardinal virtues. It coincided with the arrival of the first Scions, I later realized, a defense against the forces being marshaled to undo my failure. I can but assume the Asians planted the idea in Valttéri's head. They were his creations after all, and with their graves in Eomore territory, it was doubtless a simple matter to have their bodies exhumed and prepared. Who am I to speak, you may think, when I say this? But when I saw these abominations he had wrought in their image, I was filled with such despair, such anger. I skipped a line that I didn't know what she said, but it's okay. If the Asians were going through such lengths, then surely others would cross the rift in due time, and so I hatched a plan. I would assume the guise of Saela, and as her take up residence in the Crystarium, where I would take measures to bring together the most ambitious of adventurers, individuals driven by more than mere coin, virtue hunters. That way, when the enemy the Asians feared more than any came to the first, the stage would be set. They would join in the hunter's quest, and together unmake Valttéri's simulacra and lay their souls to rest once more. And so you did, Zane. The virtues are no more, but the one ultimately responsible for their creation, the devil who set them on their doomed path, lingers still. You know all there is to know of the heroes who saved the world. The truth I kept hidden in the shadows is yours. And there is no more secrets to share, and so I ask you to grant me that which Ardbert could not, death. You really think she's gonna do that? My. No, don't do this. Don't you spare me like he did. How can you understand? I'm sorry. How can you stand there and say I deserve to live, knowing everything I did, the lives I destroyed, the chaos I wrought, the wardens pale in comparison? Surely there is no greater villain than the Shadow Keeper? Ayo. Which is why you must live and atone for your deeds. I should have expected a hero to say something like that. How does one even seek atonement? 'Tis an undiscovered country, with no charts or stars to guide. How will I even know when I find it? Perhaps I may yet find purpose in preserving my comrade's legacy, in helping others to understand the sacrifices that made them true heroes. For now, I shall return to the Crystarium and continue to assist Leonard, while spreading the forgotten tales of the Warriors of Light. You may have been good friends, you and Ardbert, in another life. Maybe you and I as well. Bow. Bow. Oh. Welcome in, Ruby. This is the usual spot for chat. Usually, sometimes I move it for FF, I put it down here, but usually it's up there. I have finished, 5.3 is what I was told. Back to the Crystarium. Stretch. Awesome. We gotta stop. Oh! No! Space! Oh well, space. Pat at the space. I had to finish the role quest. It's over here. Upsy daisy we go. Oh, tired. Much tired after Hades. Bup. Hello, I return. What can I do for you? I tell you, I'm not at all accustomed to wearing armor any longer. Simply moving a badger is enough to tax my strength. And fighting? Ugh. Any one of the Captain Lena's recruits could probably put me flat on my back. Fortunately, I needed to rely on my sword to spread the truth of my fallen comrades' deeds. Only words and the passage of time will see their legacy redeemed in the eyes of people. Thank you for accompanying me on my journey of remembrance, Sze. May your deeds ever be remembered and celebrated, as all heroes deserve. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Done! Tales to be told. Even got an achievement for it. Oh, there's more? Wait, there's more? Wait, should I continue this? Yes? It can't be that simple? No, it can't be that simple. No. Hey. If it isn't Zane, loitering about the stairs just like any old evening, then here I was worried you'd gone back to your world for good, and I was too late. It's just that I've been thinking about the crystals belonging to the Warriors of Light. I hear they ended up with you after you defeated the Virtues. I assume you have Ardberts as well. Actually, no, I gave that one away. Indeed, that does seem appropriate. His bond with Seto is deep and enduring. As for the others, I had hoped you might be persuaded to leave them in my care. It was only right that they, like Ardbert, should accompany you on your journey to set this world back to its proper course. Yet, you now have a home you must return to, while the first is theirs. After all they did to keep it safe, they deserve to be here and see what its future holds. Oh, don't make that face. I know it's a big decision, but it needn't fall entirely to you. There are others here who care for the Warriors of Light as much as you do, aren't there? Oh, Jesus. Wait, that's it? Huh? Wait, oh. Glug, 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 glug. Ah. Now that's some fine ale. How many should I order for you? I know you ain't much of a drinker, so 6? 7? What? You want help deciding if they will make crystals? And you others too? Is this place already bigger tankers? Well, if you must insist, Lou Rico's me drinks, plural. So I'll make sure he joins us. Maybe find grandson while I'm at it. You go on and wait with Szę Ʒ and Tainer. Order around while I'm out, you hear? Oh, okay. Okay, there she goes. Szę Ʒ, Tainer, how are you guys doing, huh? Giat seems excited. Should I be concerned? A little. Good to see you, Zane. What did you say that has Giat so worked up? The crystals, eh? That does sound like a conversation worth getting everyone together for. Did Lou Reek really promise to pay for Giat's drinks? That's a disaster in the making. Not just hers, rounds for the lot of us. Might be that the lad's yet has a few things to learn about coin and sacristy, therefore. Still, I'll not turn down his generosity. Go and tell the barkeep we'll be needing food and ale for the table. Fine, but please to try to exercise some restraint. I will not carry you back to the room again. Oh boy, Giada is great. I love her. Hello? Here we are. How much of a head start did you get? Should I ask him to bring out the cast? I reckon we should hear Zane out first. At least sit down first. Everyone, jeez. They're all still standing. Eden and Wraith, we're still in role quests. Hey, Daniel. So you're telling me the barmaid was one of Nalbert's companions, not to mention the Shadowkeeper, and from a different world? That's laying her on a bit thick. It certainly raises questions. Oh, right. This is how she retains her youthful visage. Not that. I had my suspicions about her. The other night I was at the counter, quaffing my ale, having a grand time, and next I realized I'm outside without a guild to my name, and it ain't the first time. It could only be the power of the Shadowkeeper. And not that you drink enough to fell a small army. If Zane says it's true, I'm inclined to believe it, which leaves us to the matter of entrusting the crystals to her. She's right that this is Brendan's home. The others is too. And it's home to their most important memories. Not all of them good, maybe, but everyone they loved is like to rest here. I agree. Albert belongs here. Harper's crystals would settle in this world. Lama will want to be near. Brenda Ray as well, I think. She'd want to be with her friends, in the place that she loved. It seems we all agree. A toast then to the Warriors of Light. Oh! To the Warriors of Light. Oh god. We're drinking. They're drinking. Drink up. I'm paying, and as bounty hunters, I expect you all to take proper advantage of that. I hate to disappoint, but I'm not much for alcohol. This juice looks tasty, though. Ah! That's not... Oh! What did he drink? Down he... Oh my goodness gracious, what did he drink? I see, he's not good with alcohol. He's so bad at... Oh my god, is he dead? I'm a healer. I'm a healer. Does he need help? I think Lurik is also smashed. How did you manage this? Twice the mess and half the time as normal patrons, I swear. I overheard your conversation, by the way. Do you agree with your friends? See? Funny? He literally took one sip of alcohol and he fell down. His eyes are still open. Their legacies are safe with me. You have my word. Where'd you keep it, Zane? Zane be like, shoves a hand inside her chest. Rips them out like... and then wipes the blood off it with her long sleeve. Here you go. Oh wait, I missed the spot. Okay, here you go. And she's like, thank you? Question mark? They're shiny. Oh. I can feel them. They're memories. Cute. Why? Why, damn it? Oh, don't be sad. What if you're sad? It'll make me sad. You're all just like Albert. I betrayed you and manipulated you. And still. No, don't cry. You thought of me as a comrade, a friend, till the very end. No, don't cry. Ma'am, if you cry, I'm gonna start crying. Please. Okay, yeah, please pan out to the drunk people. I don't need to cry right now. You guys okay? I did warn you. My head. Gia. You good? Ew, can't remember the last time I was so drunk, or any of the other times neither. But that ain't important. Successful sousing calls for a celebratory ale. Right. Grandson, how you doing? Is he alive? Or did, like, we just prop him up? This is why I don't drink. Idiot. Baka desu. Baka desu. Demo kawaii. So it's okay. We finally managed to clean up after you lot, for the most part. Perhaps next time we should set down a tarpaulin. Nevertheless, I'm grateful to you for entrusting these to me. And as long as I live, I'll never stop sharing the true tale of the warriors of light, of my friends. Oh, of her friends. The quest, The Hero's Journey, will, now be made available, To accept it, you must complete the Chronicles of a New Era? That's a lot. Did you do the Warring Triad and Extreme Bismarck and Ravana, then go to the Risings? I don't know. How would I know? You gotta do Heaven's Ward EX? What? And then the quest is with her? Again? You gotta do EXs? Check your trials? Okay. Trials?